is the cool and composed one, and it's a cliche to say that, but how else do you describe Brett Saberhagen?
Other than very talented.
Pitching a shutout, 11-0 Kansas City to the ninth inning.
To Motley for the title.
Well, playing a team sport, you have one goal, and that's to win a world championship. And I felt very fortunate to have achieved that in our second year. Had some amazing talent on that team. We just really gelled and made that 1985 season a memorable one for the Kansas City Royals and their fans and the organization.
The Kansas City Royals are the 1985 world champions.
I achieved a lot of individual goals. Cy Young's, All-Stars, no-hitter. You can throw all those to a side. There's nothing that compares to a World Series championship. Always felt that I was a part of something very special while I was playing baseball.
History to win the Cy Young Award back in 1985.
Felt like I've put on this planet to do something more than just baseball. I feel very blessed to help so many people going through cancer. I saw it with my wife, Candace, when she was going through her diagnosis.
God gave him to me when I needed him most. In 2020, I was in the heap of treatment. I felt like I had a teammate in that, and that was something I hadn't had before, so that was beautiful. Started thinking about our bills and feeling very guilty about what was adding up from month to month. And I had one drug, 7 pills a day, that was equating to $22,000. So I thought, oh my gosh. And Brett could care less about any of that. He just wanted my well-being to be well. Not only did we live it and experience it, we understand those feelings of helplessness and what are we going to do?
After seeing what we had gone through, Candace came up with a beautiful idea to co-found SabesWings and make a difference for families going through cancer and helping them get back on their feet, helping them be able to make each treatment and not skip any treatments or any medications that they need to be taken. Taking that pressure off them, because as we have said, you don't save for cancer. You save for a house, you save for a car, you save for education. You save for many things, but cancer is never one of them.
SabesWings was created to help eliminate medical financial toxicity when dealing with a cancer diagnosis. If you think about it, you're going to have a radiology bill, you're going to have an oncology bill, you're going to have a surgical oncology bill, you're going to have an IV center bill. You have all of these different bills coming into you at one time, and you have to figure out how to do that without planning for it.
Terminology that we use in the medical field of toxicity. We always think about a treatment and what's the benefit and what's the toxicity, right? So that's part of our jargon, it's part of our lingo. Is a toxicity for that patient. It's not just economic, but it's the stress on the family, it is the anxiety, they're already dealing with a life-threatening diagnosis, and that's toxic.
Medical financial toxicity is becoming increasingly widespread. They may require a higher level of care at home, so their significant other or their families are also taking time off work to help. And when you add all of that to the rising cost of living right now, it's kind of the perfect storm to create not only, I would say, immediate financial need, but potential for really long-term impact.
We look at the holistic view of what's going on. So we don't just tackle the utility bill. We actually assess the month. And from assessing that month, we could really identify what their greatest need is.
If a patient is struggling to pay off a mortgage from month to month, or making the choice of whether I continue treatment or pay that electric bill, SabesWings comes in and eliminates that toxicity from them.
I heard about SabesWings through Dignity Health, her cancer organization, and I was kind of blown away because I thought I was just going to do this all alone. The surgery happened like 3 days after our wedding. Right then I met Candace. It was great because when you tell certain people your story, you can't really relate. But over the phone, when I was talking to her, I can tell automatically, like, oh, like she can go to a certain level of, yes, I know what you're going through. Yes, I understand. And hey, I'm gonna grant you something, which was very unexpected.
When you have cancer and you know you're not 100% sure on the outcome, whether you're going to make it or not, it's tough enough dealing with the cancer. But then when you have to throw into the equation whether you're going to have a roof over your head or you're going to have a car to drive, whether your heat's going to be on in the wintertime, or maybe skipping a treatment because you don't have the money for it, that's too much stress for anybody going through cancer.
Hope is one of the most important battles anyone will ever fight. And in the midst of a cancer diagnosis, without hope, half of that battle is already lost.
If we can come in and lift a burden off of their shoulders by getting them through a little bit of hard times financially and paying down their debt, it's a great feeling. To sustain that and to help and not turn away anybody, we need to really work on residual income.
At our level, with the amount of applicants that are coming in, would be virtually impossible if we didn't have recurring monthly givers and donations.
So for $19.85, less than $20 a month is going to create a stability for SabesWings and the people that we are helping out and reaching on a daily basis. An ideal $19.85 donor would be anybody that can go out and buy a dozen golf balls. It's $70 for a dozen golf balls, and how many rounds of golf do you play? So don't lose as many golf balls.
Joining 1985 is joining a movement, and we need individuals to join in and fight this with us.
Everyone can be a part of SabesWings by joining and pledging $19.85, by being an advocate, by being a voice for our patients. Everyone can come in and say, hey, I'm on Brett Saberhagen's team.
Our World Series was 1985. We became champions. And we had a lot of work and a lot of help to do that and become champions. We're very proud of that. Now I'm on a different team. It's SabesWings. We have one cause and one mission, and that's to help families going through medical financial toxicity. Please join our SabesWings team and make a difference.